Hi guys, this is Ahyat Ishak and you are watching Ahyat Property TV. Thank you so much for tuning in. And today we're still looking into a special video series that I'm doing for property agents and how property investors should approach and should deal with property agents. And we're into our second question that you as a property investor should ask your property agents. Now, the first question was, which areas do you specialize in, or which areas are you an expert in? Now, the second question that I'm going to ask is, it's going to be a little bit sensitive, and I'm so sorry that I've got to do this, but I'm just going to be honest with you. If I meet a property agent for the first time, apart from that first question, the second question I'm going to ask is, how long have you been doing this? And possibly a related question to that is, are you a full-time property agent? Now, I'm so sorry to have to share this with property investors on my channel, my video channel, my Ahyat Property TV. But this is really important to me as a property investor, and that's why I want to share this with you. And I want to share only the really good tips and strategies. And of course, I want to share stuff that adds value to you as a property investor. Now, the reason is this. Number one, if let's say we're talking about part-time or full-time, right? You see, I'm a property investor who's already so busy with my business and my other property investment as well. I would want to work with someone who's doing this full-time. And if I'm working with a part-time property agent, I'm not saying that part-time property agents are not good. Please don't get me wrong. There are some cool ones, there are some great ones, I'm sure. But I mean, I'm so busy myself, I would want to work with someone that's doing it full-time, who can really look into my needs and cater into what I really need as a property investor. So number one, I mean, I've got to work with someone that's doing it full-time. So salute to those of you who has the courage and who took, you know, that leap to do this full-time. I know it's not easy. I really salute you guys. I mean, I might not have the courage to do it myself. I'm enjoying running my business and investing anyways, and I'll just deal with the awesome property agents that I work with anyways. Okay, so that's number one. And the other thing about it is, I would want to work with someone who has experience in this. Okay, a reason why I ask, how long have you been doing this? Is because if you've only been doing being an agent for a year, I'm going to ask you another question, right? So what were you doing before this? So let's say he says, oh, I've been working for a property developer before, or oh yeah, I was part of a investor group for a few years before that, and I decided to become a property agent then. So that's going to be different, right? Because you've got experience in property in the property investment industry. But if you answer me, I had, 6 months ago, I was actually a clerk in a bank. If you're doing housing loans and the property stuff, that would be cool. But let's say I was a clerk in an oil and gas company, 6 months ago. But I just made a decision to I think the property market is really cool right now, and I want to do this. So that's not going to give a lot of confidence to me, because I need to work with people who are familiar with the property market. And yeah, that's just a question that I ask my property agents the first time I meet them. Of course, there are some that I work with at a regular basis, but especially if I meet new agents, these are the couple of questions that I've got to ask them. I'm so sorry if this is gonna hurt some of you guys who are doing this part-time, or who are just in the beginning stages. But you know what? Everybody starts somewhere, and if you've just started being a property agent for the first, let's say, 5 or 6 months, then you could always say, "Hey, Mr. Property Investor, I'm in my first year of as a property agent." But don't worry, I've got great uplines. I've got great leaders that I'm working with. And I'm working with a really awesome network of property agents, and with this amazing agency that I'm working with. And don't worry, the important thing is our relationship. If I was a new property agent, I would say this. What's important is our relationship, and me understanding your needs And don't worry about my experience as an agent. I've got a great team behind me, so I'm sure I can help you with whatever you need. So yeah, that's just a thing that I want to share with you. The second question that I usually ask property agents. So yeah, we're gonna look into the third. This third question I'm going to share with you tomorrow is going to be really funny, but very powerful for you as a property agent. So yep, see you guys tomorrow in the next video. So yep, thank you so much for watching Ahyat Property TV. Bye bye.